Jesse and Lisa sticker.
What their sticker look like? Whoa! Check it out.
Scott, you would say, but we were going to cover it up.
Here, Scott. Even Miss Lisa got on the board.
Miss Lisa's over here. Let me get over closer.
And I'm going to put this one right there. That fits perfect.
There, it does. It covers it up really good.
No.
Hello, everybody. Kim, Rhonda, Verna, Daniel, Cheryl, Gladys. I'm got back from the doctors and I'm bored sitting here. I did this yesterday when I sewed it. I put that white string on there and Shannon said it's tacky. She bought me one of these little kits. I didn't want to take my sewing machine apart and get thread. So she bought me one of these little kits with all kinds of thread and needles and these really cute little scissors. I can't get my fingers in. But there's some blue thread in it, so I'm going to take this out. I was going to sew over top of the white and then try to pull the white out afterwards. But I'm afraid if I put the stitch over top of it, I won't be able to pull it out. So I'm trying to take this white thread out. And I don't have a Jack the Ripper right now, so I'm using scissors. Or mine's going to be a Janet or a Jackie the Ripper. Yeah, Kim, I hope you are feeling better today. Everybody working on something? Yeah, we renamed mine instead of a Seam Ripper. Mine's going to be Jackie the Ripper. I got to get one. Well, it's coming out. You know what? Instead of taking all out, I might start. Oh, a lot of it broke loose on you. That's good. Maybe you can breathe better. this thread that I put in here is upholstery thread, so it's really tough thread. You can't just break it. I don't know if it's right or not, but I'm using a curved needle. I got a straight needle, but the eye where to put the thread in, I couldn't hardly see it today. The eye on this other one. Huh. I might have to switch the other needle, though. I can't get this one going through. Hey, Joe. All of our snow's almost all melted. We got a little bit in the ditches, but it's nice. It's supposed to get almost 60 here again today. Oh, does it, Kim? Hey, Backlash. I got up to get on Coastal this morning, so I go to the doctor, and she got off right about the time I got on. Say hi to her. I don't usually get up real early anymore. Ain't much need. Somebody sent me a message. Let's see here. I know some of the ladies have a problem typing. No, just Kathy Watts liking what I did on Facebook. I don't know why some people are having problems coming in and typing, so I try to watch my phone so I don't miss nobody. Backlash is getting a sponsor for his channel, guys. He announced yesterday. Have you? Can you announce it now, or I know you probably want to announce it on your channel? Tell him this disabled truck driver needs a sponsor now too. I need. Oh, Cheryl? Did you see on Facebook and where I dropped a link? Somebody in uh, Smithville's got a bunch of fabric, and some of it is them flour bag stuff, and it's like $10 for a big old deal of it of fabric. Uh, you're you're a sight to see, Kim. Maybe you need to borrow one of Janet's mask. Yeah, I put it on just a little while ago, Cheryl. There's quite a bit of material. I don't know if I could find it again or not, but some of it's the old flour sacks. It says a lot of it was from the. Let me see if I can find it here real quick. Oh, where did I go to see it? Oh, that ain't it. Well, you do anyway, Kim, on normal days. I mean, I get nightmares every time you come up here. Oh, where do I go? That ain't it. Here it is. All that fabric for $10. And it says in the ad, got some that flour sacks. She's got a boyfriend in St. Louis. He can hug her. Yeah, I thought that's. I don't know what fabric costs right now. Hi, Lori. Welcome in, Lori. Is it Kim? I thought it was. Shannon actually was in bed sending me messages a while ago, and Smithville's not that far from us. Hey, Jennifer. Jennifer, it's your time. There's nobody on here. You can come up here for a little bit. All you got to do is push that little button. Jennifer, you can't be all that bad. I've seen pictures of your husband and your daughter, so. I mean, Kim's been up and she scares everybody. Hi, Pamela. You know, I don't mind sewing with the machine, but this takes forever doing this. And I made too big of stitches last time, so Shannon told me I had to make small stitches. Oh, I did start my second quilt yesterday. It's going to be for my great grandson. I'm making out of the squares I got left over. I'm making triangles and mix matching the blues. I thought it'd be nice. My mom made me a not a quilt, but that topper I showed on Rita's the other night. So I thought it'd be nice to give one of my. Hi, Ginger. Yes, I went to Doctor Ginger. I went in. They checked my blood or my oxygen, and they checked had me pee in a cup, and they made me sit there. My blood pressure was only 126/65. That was good. And they left me sit there for an hour, and the bright lights started giving me a headaches, and Shannon had to come home and go to bed, so I just walked out. So I went to the doctor, but I never did get to see the doctor. I just walked out. They irritated me. I sit there over 30 minutes, maybe 45 minutes, and it was getting late. I had a 10 o'clock appointment, and I walked out of there at 10:50, I think it was. And they didn't even call me, see what's going on or nothing. But Shannon worked all night, and I knew she was tired. She rode up with me to get hay. Thought we'd make one trip. I got the link pin at the top. Any of you can come up, wants to come up, keep me company while I'm trying to sew. I got to sew this seam where I pulled it inside out, but I noticed after I got it all together, a few of my blocks didn't sew really good. I cut some off, and I'm afraid it's going to frayed, so I got to go through here and find the little holes and sew all the little holes up. All right. Can you see that stitch there? It doesn't show up very good, much as that white does it? It's going to look better. I'm making it tight and small. Hi, Emily. Hi, Daisy May. No, Jennifer, I don't have binding on this quilt. Let me show you here. Sandra told me an easier way right now because I'm learning. What I did was do like a pillowcase. I sewed the inside out and then I pulled it apart or inside out, to turn it back right side. And I'm sewing the hole where I pulled it out like a pillowcase. So I'm putting it back together. See, there's no binding on this one. It's just like a pillowcase. And then she told me after I get it all put together and I got to tie each one of these squares, I'm going to take material, I think yarn. I got to get a needle for my yarn. And I'm going to go through each one of these little intersections right here and put a knot and tie the back to the front. But then Sandra told me to go around the edge right along here, do another seam, and it makes like this seam would be a little bit fatter then because there's material under there, and just go the edge of it, and it'll have just a little bit of a raised edge around the outside. Sandra thought that might be easier for me right now, learning. Hi, Peace, Love, and Quilt. Uh, you had something this morning. I went to the doctor. I didn't get to see it yet. I seen the notification for something for you. That's what I'm gonna do on that baby quilt that I'm making for my great grandson. Where's Courtney? Somebody saying hi to Courtney. Oh, Rustic's driving around. Let me find you here, my fishing buddy.
Hey, what's going on?
Are you going fishing?
No, I just went over and looked at the river. Now I'm headed down to Arkansas.
Oh, yeah, it's all together, Daisy May.
Let me get my headset audio set here. All right, say something.
If you guys like watching people fish, Rustic's a pretty good fisherman. He lives in southern Missouri here. No, I haven't talked to Joe.
There,
I
I
haven't
can.
talked to Joy or Scott in a long time.
Let me see here. If I can get this adjusted out here. Hey, there you go.
What are you going to Arkansas for?
My daughter lives down there, and I'm going down there to babysit my grandbaby, the youngest one.
Oh, you're actually going to go do something.
Yeah, every once in a while I try to tend to. Most of the time I try to get out of it.
Me too anymore.
That's doing anything. Now, when it comes to my grandkids, now I'll go down there and watch them.
What part of Arkansas are they in?
Manila.
Okay.
Yeah, they're on the south north side of Arkansas.
Not too far for you then.
It takes me about an hour and a half to get down there or something. But now I'm leaving. I was over at the Madrid. I was going to try to see if I can locate some shad, but the river is all the way up against the levee.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
All this snow we had melting, huh?
Oh, yeah.
Pamela, I'm going to go work on UFOs. Have a great. Okay, Pamela. What's a UFO? Got to spell things out to me. I don't know some of the terminology.
Unidentified flying object. I don't know.
Well, that's what I thought, but she's a quilter, so it might be something else. Yeah, I hang out with a bunch of ladies doing quilting. They talk me into making quilts now, Rusty.
Oh, yeah, I've been watching.
Unfinished objects. Okay.
Unfinished objects. That's a good one.
Hey, Rita's got a bunch of them. Hi, Paula.
I know
Paula?
you're not happy
Go
to
ahead.
be out in the rig, but are you happy to be retired now?
No, I'm not completely retired yet. I can't really retire until June.
Oh, okay.
I do miss the truck a little bit, but I don't miss the truck. I don't know if you can.
Yeah, I
You
understand.
know, I like being home, but I wish I could move around. Hi, Lone Cowboy.
Well, find you something with some short hauls. That way you be home.
I can't drive at all right now. I haven't drove nothing since December, Rustic. I can't see.
Oh my
Like
goodness.
today, I went to the doctor. I'm sitting in the house. I'm not bad. If I go outside, the light really bugs my eyes. I got to go to an eye doctor March 21st.
Yeah.
But the light really hurts my eyes and makes me have headaches.
Yeah, I never wore glasses, and then one day I just went blind. I had to go get glasses, just out of the blue. Boom, come out of nowhere.
Mine was
And
because my
everything.
blood sugar,
Mine.
when it got up so high, it really messed my eyes up.
Wow. Yeah, I knew that. But I wore glasses for a long time there, and I went one day. I went outside. I was over. I went to work. It was dark. I was fine. I was inside my shop over at Portersville welding and stuff, and I went outside the truck to get something. Man, I was like totally blind. I could not see when I walked outside. I walked back in the building. I could see because it was dark in there. And come to find out, the eye doctor made an emergency, had me come in, got back here, and they looked, and I had some really rare, fast-growing cataracts coming over my one eye, and it's coming
Yeah.
over the other one. So they went in there, removed them, put lenses in, and I don't have to wear glasses anymore. But it changed the color of my eyes to blue where they were green.
Oh, no
And
kidding.
yeah, I mean they're still green, but if I look a certain way, you'll see blue. And but I have to wear sunglasses when I go out because if I don't, that sun kills me.
Ken, are you out driving today?
Give a big shout out, hello to everybody in the chat.
That lone cowboy, he's from down here by me, by the Kansas City area. He drives a truck too. Joe, I know better. You're never working.
Y'all won't believe this, but me and Randy here, we tried so hard to get hooked up together. But every time he come through my area, I was out of the area, and when I was in the area, he was out of the area.
Yep. Yeah, a
That's
couple
weird.
times you were in Kentucky fishing tournaments, and
Or down in
I got
Arkansas, and yeah,
I got to meet Possum and Amanda down there, but
yeah, I seen that on the video.
I never did catch up with you.
No, we just couldn't be in the same place at the same time.
It's the same way with like Rita. I've been by Rita's, the one I watch here all the time. Most of these ladies in here, she was always doing something where had grandkids and couldn't come over to meet me.
Yeah. Yeah, because I've always told Randy, yeah, if we can get hooked up, I'll take you out to eat.
I got to meet quite a few people, YouTubers, though. I mean,
Yeah.
but I'd like to have met a few more.
Like I think you got to meet Danimal, wasn't it? Did
Yep.
you meet Danimal? I think he was the first sticker on your truck, wasn't it?
No, Carl was in Indiana. Carl.
Oh, yeah, that's right, Indiana Carl.
Yep.
I ain't seen Indiana Carl in a while, or
He,
Danimal.
he had. Last time I heard about him, he went out there with Ugly Dog Lures. They had a camp out
Yeah.
there in New Mexico. That's the last time I see anything about him.
Yeah.
Yeah, I went out with Joe. We went to eat.
You know, you remember Tim Molina?
No, I don't remember that name.
Sometimes he was in the catfish community. He's just a channel supporter. I think it was yesterday. He had a triple bypass surgery.
Oh shit! I like to meet Brokeback Bob. He lives right here, just 20 miles from me.
Oh, he don't go nowhere. He stays at home. All you gotta do is call him up. Say,
Hi,
go
ladies,
up at his
guy.
house.
Yeah, I told him last year his boat motor was messing up, and my nephew's actually a halfway decent mechanic on them. But he went doing these storm stuff. Now he's in Georgia, but I was going to try to hook up with him, help him fix his boat.
Yeah, I've told him several times. Said, hey, you're not too far from me. Since you don't want to go fishing by yourself, get with him. He'll go fishing with you.
Yeah, that's what I'm hoping. Maybe I can hook up with him this summer and we can go fishing.
Because y'all got
the I'm sitting around doing that, and I hope I can get a lot of fishing. And then I'm turning 65 in June, so I won't even have to have a license.
Yeah. I'm still 9 years away from that.
I'll have to buy them for the first part of the year, but
I remember my father-in-law turned 65. I said, shit, I got 30 years before I have to worry about that. Now I'm down to 9. I'll be 57 this year.
Are you stopped or the camera stopped?
Right here at Risco, they're rebuilding this bridge, or they're supposed to be, but you don't hardly ever see them working here.
Oh.
They got 4-way red light, and the red light is like where I'm sitting at, when the light turns green, before I even get to that red light, that green light down there, it'll turn red. But it'll stay red for like 5 minutes.
Oh, okay. Bye,
They
Cheryl.
got them.
Thanks for coming in.
Yep, thanks for coming in. They got it set wrong or something. And what's bad is that since I was over in the Madrid, I have to go this way to go to Arkansas because it's a long way around if I went down the interstate and went around.
I used to cut across the back roads there instead of staying on the interstate in that area.
Yeah.
I-55 is rough and rutted.
Yeah, they've redone a lot of it. They did a big strip here not too long ago.
Oh, have they?
See how that light turned red before I got there, but I'm gonna keep on going. I'm gonna be behind this truck.
Hey, Alvin.
Alvin Lewis? Or
Yep.
Alvin Lewis.
He's one of them wannabe fishermen.
Oh, Alvin Lewis. I guess I'm gonna have to go get my air conditioner worked on. I got some crap. Yeah,
I'm
in
halfway.
Risco. I'm in Risco right now, going through the town I live in. Gun show. Come down through here. There's a city park. I live right there on that street. Go all the way down. Boom.
Oh, Ken, you're going to be moving closer to me? Heck, you have to come by and let me ride that moped you got.
Uh-oh.
Ken's got a really beautiful Harley. What town is it, Ken?
Hey, I want to thank you for coming in my live this morning.
Hey, I try to. Sometimes you get up. I don't get up real early anymore.
Yeah.
Sometimes it might be 8:30, 9 o'clock, but I try to come in and say something for a little bit anyway.
Yeah, most of the people that come in, they're an hour ahead of me. And so when they're going to work or getting ready for work, I try to go early enough that where they can catch it, enjoy the show, and they can listen while they go to work or something. But I used to go live at 4 o'clock my time, 5 o'clock Eastern time, but I started going 5 my time.
Exit 60. Oregon, Missouri. I think that's about the Oregon exit.
Oregon, Missouri. Never heard of it.
It's off of I-29 north of St. Joe.
Now, I've heard of St. Joe. I think the furthest north I've been in Missouri is St. Louis.
I need to watch your video how you made your carp bait again.
Yeah.
I make my Amazonia. Okay, yeah, there's a nice junkyard up there. But I make my carp bait a lot like yours, but I'm gonna try yours this year.
Yeah, the secret ingredients is that Bruce's yams.
Yeah, I never heard of using yams, so
I mean, it's a heck of a flavor, and it draws fish in. If you got any kind of little current going downstream, it'll pull fish from half a mile downstream up to you.
Only thing is, I like yams. I don't know if I want to feed it to the fish.
Oh, I like yams too.
Because I eat potatoes now. I can't really have them. but I still have some. But I eat when Shannon has a baked potato, I'll have a yam.
Yeah. Well, what you want to do is when Bruce's yams first come out, they was like $1 a can. They was big cans, and they were perfect. And I get them at Dollar General. That's the cheapest place I can find them. But if I can find the smaller cans for like $1, I'll buy 3 or 4 of those. It's the same thing. But that's the secret ingredient right there. That I mean, I go out there in about 4 hours, I'll have 30 carp on the bank.
Yeah, I know. Watching it doesn't take long, and
Oh yeah, I just like catching them. It's fun.
I like fishing for carp. Me and my dad, that's all we ever fished for was carp or catfish.
Yeah,
I like catfish to eat, but I like catching the carp because they give you a bite usually.
yeah, yeah. I'm gonna do quite a bit of carp fishing this year, but I'm gonna try to do a lot of catfishing because uh, last year I had some massive takedowns in this one spot, and I know there's big catfish in there, huge catfish, and I gotta see if I can find them. And then I'm going to the gathering, and then I'm turning around September. I'm going to Kentucky. It's 6 hours away. I'm going to be up there at another little meat thing with J Dog and Curtis and Eric, Fat Boy Eric, and them, and several others. And then I'm going to I don't know if you heard of Fishing with Big Mike. I'm gonna be up there with him for a
Yeah,
one
I've
v
heard of
one.
him.
Yeah, he's got a trophy. You can't fish worth the lick trophy. The loser gets the trophy.
Oh,
So I got a 1v1 against him. And then Micah Burkhart, he's the Tennessee State record blue cat holder. And he's pretty famous. And I'm going to be going up there. He lives 3 hours from me, and I'm going to be going up there fishing on his boat with him.
Joe, I don't eat the carp. I usually just throw them back. But if you take a carp, because they got a lot of bones in them, and you put them in a pressure cooker, it's actually pretty good.
Yeah, because all the bones float to the top. You just, if I remember right,
Yep.
make
Carp
like
is actually pretty good, but
yeah, yeah. You make like mackerel patties out of it, salmon
yep.
patties. My mama used to do all that, but I don't keep my. I just catch them, take the pictures, or do videos, and I put them back.
Yeah, that's all I do. I don't clean nothing anymore. But we want to. Me and Shannon likes catfish, so I'll have to keep some catfish this year because there's no place around us anymore really to get a good catfish meal.
Yeah, I've got several people wanting to come down here and catfish with me. I mean, carp fish with me. They want to get in that carp hole, and I told them, I said, well, you better. We ain't gonna use but 2 rods. I'll furnish the rods or whatever, and I said, and I'll be your net man and your video man. And I said, I'll let you do all the fishing, but I'm gonna tell you, you're gonna get wore out.
Yeah, watching you on them lives when you do that, when you're carp fishing there, man, it seems like bang, bang, bang.
Oh yeah, both rods at the same time. Fetch a fish, the other rod to go down. Yeah,
I
fetch
like
it,
it
pull them
when,
in.
is it your niece that goes out with you?
Oh, my granddaughter.
Oh, your granddaughter. Yeah, I like when she's out there. She has a blast, looks like.
Yeah, you know they got that Golden Whiskers Award, right?
Uh huh.
They a couple of them wanted to nominate her, and I didn't do it for Youth Angler of the Year. And I told them, I said she's been fishing with me since she was 1 year old, newborn, out there fishing with us and stuff. We always took her, and she's always fished with me. I got a bunch of videos when she's little bitty fishing with me for crappie and stuff like that. I said, but as far as this here goes, I don't want to get her wrapped up in stuff like that.
Dang, my string was almost enough to get all the way across there. Now I'm going to have to rethread the dang needle. It's hard enough to do it.
But yeah, she loves to fish. She done told me that she goes, I know I got that softball, but I'm gonna be doing more fishing with you this year.
It's nice to have her go out with you.
Yeah, she gets to go skipjack fishing with me the first time ever this year, so I'm looking forward to that. And you know, I don't know if you ever seen that reel that I won off Temu,
No.
but it's called a chameleon. It's like a green, purple, blue. Looking when you turn it, it's different colors. Beautiful reel, a nice one. I'm gonna order her a Uncle Lou's purple rod to put on it,
Oh.
and that's gonna be hers for catfishing and carp. She's thrilled. She can't wait for that to come. I gotta find this one video where me and her sitting there at the lake crappie fishing, and you can see she's looking at me, seeing what I'm doing, and mocking what I'm doing. And she's a little bitty. I think she's like 3, and oh, she's such an angel.
Yeah, Joe, Charlie is doing pretty good. I talked to him. He got his hip replacement, and I know Charlie. I actually met Charlie and Mel. I spent 3 days with them, but Charlie got his hip replacement last week, and he's actually doing pretty good with it.
Well, that's good news. I've got one more shoulder I gotta have surgery on. I did the left one, now I gotta do the right one.
Yeah, you did the left one last year, wasn't it?
Yeah, last February. On Valentine's Day. Everybody was in there talking sweet nothings to their lady friends, and I was in there having surgery.
Mm-hmm.
And 2 weeks later, I was up CatCon.
Yeah, no, it wasn't very long after that.
Yeah, they said, we'd advise you not to go, but for some reason, you're healing up way too fast. I told you I heal up fast. They told me it'd be 9 months for I get any good movement in my arm, and I was out of therapy after 2 months.
You guys have watched me try to thread this goopy needle, and I can't see it tonight, day.
Well, what? Do you think you got some kind of like cataract over your eye or something like that?
Well, I haven't seen. I went to go. I made an appointment last month, and they sent me the wrong place. They didn't tell me. I went to the wrong doctor, so I had to reschedule.
Yeah.
I do, Jennifer, but it's over there on the other table. I use it on the sewing machine, but I thought maybe I could do it with this needle, but it's hard to see. But I've heard it could be the cataracts, and there's a lady who was in here, Cheryl's gone. Her son had something like me with the diabetes, and he had to have some kind of surgery for what she said. But I know I feel for people that are blind. I mean, some of them were blind before, so they don't know the difference. But if you could see, and then you go where you can't see things. I mean, I used to be able to see out here in my trees a squirrel half-mile away, running around.
Yeah.
And some days I can
wear glasses, though, don't you?
No, these are from Dollar General. I bought a pair just so I could try to see a little bit. And then I actually have two pair. One of the ladies in here the other day told me when I'm doing something and I can't see, it's hard to see to put a second pair on. So I did that, and I actually did it for a while. I was wearing 2 pair. It worked. I could see. All right, Kim. Yeah, when I get my needle for the yarn, I'll try to do that or get one. Shannon had, I'll show you her. I thought I went in her box of junk the other day.
Settings, audio.
She had these plastic needles,
Bam.
but it won't hardly go through the material, the fabric. So
Can you hear me?
yep.
Okay. My daughter called me, messed my phone up.
Oh yeah, the picture's not very clear now though. There it went back.
Yeah, I'm going through. You'll probably lose me here in a little bit because I'll be going through a couple dead spots. Putting telephone poles in where they don't need them.
A lot of places are going to underground anymore because of all the ice storms.
Yeah. Well, they're putting new telephone poles in all the way down through here, and they don't need them. And down there where I live at, on 62, going towards the Madrid, all the telephone poles are actually leaned towards the road. I mean, they're leaning. They're almost so bad they can't get a tractor under them.
Oh.
And these poles here are straight up, ain't nothing wrong. They replaced them. When we had that big ice storm back, I think it was 09, it broke all these and they replaced them. So what are you making?
A quilt out of jeans. I took a bunch of my old jeans, cut them up in 6-inch squares, and sewed them together.
You going to sew some teddy bears on them too?
If I had some, I would.
I bet you ought to sew some little trucks on there, semi-truck.
There's probably a pattern somewhere. I could probably get a pattern and sew one on here.
Oh yeah, sew one every so often on there. Called the trucker's quilt. You know, over in Kentucky, over Paducah, they have this. Well, actually, it's over Calvert City over there. They got this huge quilt deal over there every year, and people from all over bring their quilts. And they sell them for big money.
Mine won't be worth a lot.
You'd be surprised.
They're actually, like you have the fish field, they actually have those. There was one in Phoenix this week. Some of the ladies went to. And they got one in Houston. They do them, like you're saying, there in Kentucky. They got some big meets. I didn't know they did till I started watching these ladies. There's a lot of places I didn't think quilts were that. I knew my aunts did them.
Yeah.
And my mom did it, but I didn't know it was such a big deal.
Hey, if you get a good quilt, that's the warmest thing ever to sleep under.
Yep. And they last forever. My quilt I'm making now, I actually took a fleece blanket out of my truck and I used it for a backing, so it's pretty heavy, and it's
Yeah.
that fuzzy material. So this one's going to be really warm.
Yeah, I just throwed one away that my grandma made my grandson when he was a baby, and he's 30, fixed to be 35, and what the heck was that? And he's fixed to be 35, and so, but it got all ragged, wore out, and the patches were coming off.
Some of the people are taking them old ones and putting a new top on top of them and leaving the old one inside of it.
Oh yeah,
I'm making a. I think Paula's in here, but I started my second quilt yesterday. I'm going to make one for my great grandson.
yeah. This one here is not very big. It was made enough to fit like a half bed. It was we put it in his crib and stuff.
Yeah, that's what this one I'm making. It's not going to be very big. It's going to be for while he's a baby.
Yeah.
I'm not delivering it though. His grandma's going to have to come and get it. Did you hear that, Paula? Oh, we lost Rusty. He warned us. He's down in the Boot Hill, Missouri. Well, he's going into Arkansas, but it's called the Boot Hill. Well, I got that all hemmed up with blue thread, and I don't think it looks too bad. Not too bad at all. Now I got a big hole, really big hole somewhere. There's a little one. I guess I could do it. I found it. There's a small hole here where one of the junctions are. Shannon wanted me to take it back apart and turn it inside out and sew them on the machine, but it was too hard to get it together, so I'm going to just do it by hand. Kim, you better get feeling better. You got a lot of work to do. I think that's enough for a little bit. My arms are getting tired. There. That one's all fixed. I got a bigger one somewhere. I gotta find it. There it is. See, I missed almost a half a block. I was right at the edge, and it opened up. But it's going to wait. Yeah, I used to years ago, Jennifer, and I am this year since I'm home now. Shannon, I took 3 or 4 years ago. We got a bunch of old horse tanks, the water tanks, and they was all rusted, and I filled them full of dirt for her. So it's a raised bed. I think I got 9 of them. So I got one tank has got strawberries in it, but I'm trying to lay out what I want to put in each tank. And we got chickens here, so I'm going to add some of the chicken stuff into them and stuff. But I plan on having a pretty decent sized garden, and then I'm going to. Shannon used to can, but she works all the time now. But I'm going to try to can some stuff too, like green beans and corn and stuff, and try to can some stuff too this year. I hope. That's what my plan. Hey, Backtrack. I'm hurrying up. Kim, look up that store over at Stover, Missouri. That's where you can get some cheap batting nets. That's where my aunts go get theirs at. And I think they ship it. Backtrack, did all your snow melt? Ours is all gone now. We got some where it's shady, but most of our snow is gone. And that wears your arms out, hand sewing. My arm right through here just hurting. Almost time to get the fishing rods out. I can't see to drive very good, but I think I can take the 0 Ford and drive to the lake. It's all gravel roads. Yeah, I don't know what the name of it. I'll ask my aunt later, and I'll text you the name of it. But you might be able to look it up. I know somebody on one of the lives the other day knew about it. I forget who it was. They said you can get even with shipping, it's $40 for shipping, but the price they have for the batting is well worth it to pay the shipping, and that way you don't have to drive and go get it. But my aunts get together, and they used to have my brother drive down there and get it for him. He had a Suburban. He'd fill up the Suburban, getting material and stuff for him. Hey, that's a good idea, Jennifer. I work my arm, that way I can sew more. Jennifer, I wish you'd come up and talk to us. You don't come up and talk to us at least once, I'm going to stop going to see Donnie. Ha ha. Today's the day. Like your husband says, I think he said this when he's reading to us. Always don't put up what you can do today till tomorrow. Go ahead and do it today. Oh, Jane's in. Hi, Janie. Scared me when you come in. I pay attention, Jennifer. Some people don't think I do, but I listen. I don't always do what people say, but I do listen. I'm always well. Look at me. I haven't lost no more weight. I thought I lost more weight the way my jeans are falling off me, but I was the same as I was 2 months ago. It's pretty bad, that doctor's office. I walked out of them. I figured they'd call and see what it did or what's wrong, and they even called to check on me. You said the snow is melting. I paid attention to you. Backtrack, did you ever get your hot water fixed for your wife? I hadn't talked to you in a while. I keep hearing something running. Maybe it's airplanes again. No, other truck. Oh, finally went by. I figured that. Your wife, I know her. She'll put knots on your head. I try not to, Janie. Janie, one of these days you're going to have to come up too. You're like Jennifer. You've been around a long time, but never come up on panel. Well, guys, I think I'm going to get off here. I've been under an hour. I just wanted to sew a little bit and say something. Yeah, you probably fly away. I think I'm going to get up and fix me some lunch. I did my housework before I went to the doctor this morning. I vacuumed the floors and got all the dishes cleaned up last night at midnight, and so I don't really have much to do. Oh, you poor thing, backtrack. They just stand and watch. They get out of your way. What you get a 40-gallon tank? Those are pretty heavy and bulky to try to carry around. Yeah, it's only 1:30 here in the real world. But guys, thanks for everybody coming in, joining me for a while. I don't know if Rita's going live tonight or not, but maybe I'll see y'all over there tonight. So, till the next time, I'm out of here.